Shaka is 100% the traitor. Hello One Piece enthusiasts, I'm the One Piece nerd, and today let's talk about, finally, again, the traitor in Naked Island. Well, last chapter I already made an entire discussion regarding who it is and who I stand with, but this time around I just want to confirm that it's Shaka, and I want to provide reasons as to why I'm sure it is Shaka and maybe someone else. Now, before I move on, make sure to like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot. Now that you have, let's begin. Well, mentioning Shaka again, recapping everything that I said in my previous videos regarding the traitor, and well, I'd like to add more to this. One being, well, the evidences suggest that everything that has been shown through Shaka has suggested that he is the most knowledgeable amongst all the Vegapunks. The only Vegapunk to mention about Void Century, Saw being alive, whatever happened in Ohara. Of course, the Stellar Body knows about this, but Shaka is the only one aside from him that has bothered to tell the Straw Hats about this, which makes me think that the Stellar Body gave Shaka enough power to make enough brain powers, and he made it in a way where the brain capacity of it is almost like a human being. Yeah, given that all the Vegapunks have human functions, they're almost treated as separate humans, but with Shaka it's more like he's been given extra power regarding when or how to make judgment calls and whatnot. Because the only Vegapunks that were on guard after meeting the Straw Hat was Shaka. And I like to believe he's been given intellectual powers, and I believe there is even an authority amongst the Vegapunks themselves. One being Stella, of course, and then followed by Shaka, and then next whoever it could be, I don't really care about. The biggest hint that I've gotten through this is especially after last chapter. Last chapter was sort of specifically showing that, the Seraphims have now started attacking Vegapunk. I've provided reasons as to why it could be Saturn, but nothing like, okay, I understand whatever's happening now, and it's all maybe done by, Saturn, because he's the only one above Vegapunk who can issue the orders. But what doesn't make sense to me is, again, the Frontier Dome being closed, and then whatever happened afterwards. Closing the Frontier Dome, and then keeping the Straw Hats in one place, and now making the Seraphims attack the Straw Hats, including the Vegapunk. And the only reason why I feel like Shaka hasn't revealed himself yet is because Luffy, Zoro, Kaku, and Lucci are still there, who are able to beat him. If they know Shaka is the one doing this, you beat Shaka, you're good to go. I feel like that's the sort of call I'm trying to make. And yeah, last chapter it's also been shown that Shaka did give the order to stop the Seraphims, but they didn't stop. And I also mentioned the idea of fake orders being issued. There are ways in which maybe you could include ways in which there are procedures to give orders to the Seraphims, and there are codes or however way possible for Shaka to basically give out fake orders that the Seraphims don't listen to. And the Seraphims, I'd also like to believe, is a more higher intellectual creature than what we saw with Pacifistas. Like, they have more, they have a personality sort of thing. We saw it with Boa, specifically Boa, that she has the personality of the real life Boa Hancock. I like to believe that they have a little bit of freedom of their own. I'm not saying they're human completely, but I believe they have a little bit of freedom of their own where they can understand code languages. Now, this may be a bit too far-fetched, but whatever it is, I would like to believe, and I also like to believe, that there are ways in which Shaka was able to send code signals to the Seraphims to make sure that, the Seraphims don't attack him directly. Remember, in all the cases, aside from Atlas's group was the only one that hasn't been attacked, and Stasis group also hasn't been attacked, but the Stasis group does not include any of the Vegapunks. So what I like to believe is, remember, the Boa Hancock Seraphim attacked Pythagoras. No, not Pythagoras. I forgot her name, honestly. Anyways, a Vegapunk was attacked directly by the Seraphim. On the other hand, Pythagoras was attacked directly as well. And then we have the second one that got attacked. I'm sorry, I'm so bad with names. She got attacked as well. And then the only person, and other groups have also been attacked, but remember, SHAKA, with SHAKA's case, the people being attacked were actually, Rob Lucia and Kaku. So I'd like to believe that the Seraphims definitely did not go for SHAKA because they know that SHAKA is the one in command of them. This makes for a good of a loophole. And now we're moving on to as to why he's doing all this. Is because number one, he needs to save his skin. He figured out that the world government would send assassins like Rob Lucci and Kaku to take down Vegapunk. Now that that's not happening, there is a way. This guy is smart, and he figured out that if this plan A doesn't work out, there definitely has to be a plan B, and when the plan B is regarding one of the Goroseis. And we could see from Saturn's reaction that he doesn't want to assassinate Vegapunk, rather he wants to have an audience with him. And this goes to show that SHAKA maybe predicted this, that there is a way in which SHAKA gets to survive. All the other Vegapunks can go to waste, it doesn't matter. SHAKA's the only one with the intellectuals. He is the one who needs to and wants to survive. The only reason why I'm not saying it's the Stella body doing all this is because obviously he wanted to escape. Vegapunk, the original Vegapunk, always wanted to escape. He asked the Straw Hats for help. No one else did. So I don't like to believe that Stella is doing this. I don't understand why you have to put up this false facade. You could have just extended it by saying that, no, I don't want to get out of here. I want to face the world government or whatever. But no, he wants to escape, and SHAKA is the only one who doesn't have a reaction to this. And moving beyond those lines, I would like to believe that SHAKA doing all this is basically trying to save his own skin. There is a way he figured out by which he can either sell out the Straw Hats, maybe sell out information about Ohara, about everything he knows, tell it to the world government, and say that, yo, I've betrayed the original Vegapunk, I am a completely different, separate entity, and I will follow everything you say. Because one of my viewers mentioned that Vegapunk is doing this collectively because his goal is to collect knowledge and information, and the only way to do it is by staying with the world government, where he'd be getting resources, fundings necessary for him to conduct research for as long as he needs, and they will provide him the protection that he needs from everyone else. So yeah, okay, he did betray the Morse code of sort of the world government of not researching the Void Century, but then again, you could spin it in a way where it was like it was the Stella body that did this, not SHAKA, so maybe he gets to survive. That's honestly my theory, because selfishness, being Vegapunk's sort of one of the most core identities of himself, is something that suggests that, okay, maybe SHAKA did get a little bit of that bad thing. Although he's referred to as good, it could be a delusion as to why it's named good. It could also be bad. It definitely also has bad qualities that, it doesn't necessarily show, but everyone has a flaw. And that's sort of my hypothesis, that's my theory that I'm building up on, and I'm going to stick to this by saying that, yeah, SHAKA maybe figured out the world government schemes, and he wants to put everyone else down aside from him. And he's basically going to offer the Straw Hats as ransom, and the same could be said for Bonnie, because Bonnie, we know, is important to the world government. That is it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, if you guys agree, make sure to like and subscribe. Have a great day, and feel free to put your thoughts down in the comments below. Until next time, peace.